All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and we have an update on the Gervonta Davis Lamont Roach fight. Wanted to take a little bit of time to verify that it was correct, so video's a little slow, but rumored date has been moved. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the wild, wild world of Gervonta Davis, where fans are trying to figure out exactly when he's going to be fighting again and if he's going to be fighting again, because there's been a lot of different things said about him recently. Keith Idec, formerly of Boxing Scene, came out and with an announcement about the fight. And I think it was quite an unfair statement or an inaccurate statement. So we're going to kind of correct the record on it a little bit. But before I do, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you so much for everything you do for the channel. So let's get this straight. First things first, this fight was between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Was supposed to or was rumored to be taking place on August 16th. Now, seeing as the date of today is July 15th, more than likely that fight is not going to be 1 month from today or 1 month from last Saturday, however that works out, right? Because whenever you have a fight, you have an 8-week training camp, roughly. Gervonta Davis, my understanding is, at least what Keith Idec said, has not been in training for the last 3 weeks. So, and the fact that the fight has not been announced, that makes him believe, or sources are saying that they're trying to move that fight either to the 23rd, or what would 7 days after that be, the 30th. So they're trying to push it back a couple weeks. Now, personally, this is my take. When you call something to be rescheduled, and this is kind of why I didn't like the way that Keith Idec did it and people did it, because there's not really been an announcement for August 16th. And you know that the PBC is not announcing fights until they get everything set. So they obviously never had it set for August 16th to begin with. They never announced the fight. Since they never announced the fight, is this really moving the date? I mean, 6 on one hand, half dozen the other. But for certain, and I've been saying this maybe for the last week, that August 16th, if they didn't get that announced pretty soon, there was no way that they were going to do that. Now, why would this happen? Obviously, Gervonta Davis is going through a lot of drama in his life right now. Very unfortunate situation that he's gets himself locked up into these legal situations. As of right now, last week, his baby mother, he got arrested for a physical altercation that is alleged to have taken place with his girlfriend. And that happened about a month ago. So that happened on Father's Day. After that, he goes a whole month without getting without anything happening. They wind up therefore arresting him and releasing him on $10,000 bond. That is not the mindset that Gervonta Davis needs to be in when he's fighting Lamont Roach, because Lamont Roach is going to be a very difficult fight for him. But I'm telling you, man, it's just like a comedy of errors that is going on over the last several fights with Gervonta Davis, man. I really hope that, he's got to kind of make up his mind about what he wants to do. Does he want to be all the way in boxing? Does he want to be out of boxing? That's a decision he really has to make. And I do think it would be smart that he gets his head all the way on and all the way on before he fights Lamont Roach, because obviously that was a very, very tough matchup for him, because a lot of people think he lost that fight. So, man, I'm feeling for Gervonta in a lot of different ways, man. Really, truly am. Number one, he's the biggest name in boxing, but yet he has so many people speak so ill of him all the time that I can understand why somebody in his position may say, I'm getting kind of tired of this, because it's like he gets the reward of the money, but anything that happens to him or anything that's said about him is always a ton of negative stuff around him. And a lot of people criticizing him unfairly, holding him to double standards, just a lot of ridiculousness around the PBC, and it's coming from the boxing world right now. I feel bad for Gervonta Davis, and I hope he doesn't take this fight until he's absolutely ready. Again, because Lamont Roach is not an easy fight to make. But beyond the Lamont Roach fight, which I'm confident he's going to win, I have to wonder where Gervonta Davis is going to be for the rest of his career. Now, at 30 years old, he's got a few more years where he's got a small child with that lady, and it's a lot easier said than done to separate yourself from the mother of your kids. Hopefully, he can get that drama handled and settled down. He can also understand exactly who his trainer is going to be. I didn't like the fact that he moved from Calvin Ford. He didn't move from Calvin Ford, but he had Calvin Ford, but then he went and had Barry Hunter for the last fight with Lamont Roach. Did not like that matchup. Didn't like the way that played out. Just a lot of stuff going on with Gervonta right now, man. But at the same time, hey, there's worse problems to have in the world. Now, as far as the fight card, hopefully they'll move this thing to the 23rd or to the 30th. But again, if Gervonta Davis is not in training, how in the world can Gervonta be ready for the 23rd or the 30th either? You need to have a straight 8-week training camp. But he's also could be taken advantage of, because there's word out on the street that Lamont Roach's head ain't exactly where it's supposed to be either. That word out of D.C. or in the Baltimore area is that Lamont Roach is drinking, Lamont Roach is partying, Lamont Roach is living every minute of the dream that he got for having gotten a draw against Gervonta. Now, I wouldn't advise doing all that stuff if you're a boxer, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. I'm happy for both these guys, and I can't wait to see this rematch. I want to know the thing that I'm interested in is what's going to be on the undercard of that fight. Now, I know that there was a lot of people talking about fighting on the undercard for him, like Gary Antoine Russell is supposed to be on that undercard. I think Gary Antoine Russell is supposed to be fighting some Japanese guy or somebody like that. Some Japanese guy that Gary Antoine Russell is supposed to be fighting. Also, I'm looking forward to this Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios card that's coming up, because my guy Gary Russell Jr. is going to be on the headlining the prelims in his first fight in several years. I'm amped up for that, man. The Russells are doing well. I just want to see Gervonta get back on. But that whole DC Baltimore area, man, the boxing's popping over there, man. But we'll find out when the fight happens. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.